all the rocks and pebbles on the shore in all their different shapes and colours are leaning towards and away from each other like they are moving, magnetised towards each other, because I bet you can't look at it now without having to consider that every single one of those stones might have someone inside them. And after that, I reckon it won't just be that every stone you see in a painting or any kind of work by Munch has a possible life in it. It's more that it'll be impossible for you not to think of the possibility of a self in every real stone you ever see. It'll be impossible for you to treat stone, rock, landscape, what's simply there under your feet, with indifference. It'll be impossible for something not to unfix and open itself in you.
Munch's art is most often interpreted in relation to themes of love and anxiety and death and illness, but very rarely looked at in relation to his interpretations of nature and his views of landscape. But once you look at him through that lens, a very different picture of the artist emerges.
He's interested in the role that we play in the natural world, and that is, in a sense, behind all these various sections in our exhibition.
This exhibition is the result of a 6-year research project between 3 institutions and 3 curators with a common interest in Munch and nature.
Seeing the exhibition here at Munch is absolutely thrilling. It's such a wonderful opportunity to see how different curators arrange the works of art differently. Maybe the themes are slightly different, and some paintings can go to some venues and can't go to others, so the arrangement of the exhibition is often different in each place. So seeing it come together here at the Munch Museum is incredible.
This exhibition is the first comprehensive presentation of the importance of nature in Munch's work. By stressing nature, we will see new features in Munch's work. When many normally see him as a figure painter, here you will see the mountains, the sun, trees, and other details in the same images. It's very visible in this exhibition how Munch stresses nature and gives it a central role throughout his work.
Munch was interested in the subject of cultivated landscape, of people working in the landscape, be it in the garden or on the farms. He began to think about the symbolic significance of cultivating nature. There's a very beautiful painting in the exhibition called Fertility, which has the woman standing one side of the tree of life and the man standing the other. And whereas in many of his paintings, like Eye to Eye or Jealousy, this is a very fraught situation between man and woman, harking back to the sort of Garden of Eden and the fall of man. In Fertility, it is shown as a very harmonious relationship between the sexes. They're cultivating the landscape together, the man and the woman. It's a sort of alternative to these fraught, more urban images that he'd been doing in the 1890s, sort of going back into nature.
At first I thought of Munch as a painter who was mainly or perhaps even only interested in people, often in situations of tension or conflict. Then I became aware that he has also painted a lot of motives without people, also simply scenes in nature, and then covering all 4 seasons. And I also know that he liked to paint outside, and he would even work on his paintings outside during wintertime. Perhaps he liked the light, or perhaps there was some sort of inspiration. All seasons are sort of available and are perhaps equally interesting also as as motives for his paintings.
In Munch's time, it was an emergence of many new theories like biology, philosophy, and you have this theory called crystallization, which is connected to the belief in how we see man as part of nature and the world and cosmos. And not at least that it's the belief in how life can be born out of immaterial matter.
Munch really understood rocks and stones to have human qualities. There are works of art in the exhibition where you see a stone with a human face on it. So he understood rocks and stones to be living, breathing beings.
It's a kind of representation of the circle of life, that everything is connected. One work in part of this mysterious Tree of Knowledge compilation is a drawing where we have found the exhibition title, which in Norwegian is Jordsvingninger, and translated into English is Trembling Earth. And it's a drawing that is also quite mysterious. Munch have never explained it to us, but we see how he almost in an abstract level draws this several circle and repeats it in a way maybe to show how he sees how everything in cosmos are interlinked from the Earth and upwards to the different circles.
His idea in a way is to explore, is there a more harmonious way that we can live with nature in the world at this moment? There was this feeling that maybe if we go back into nature, if we try and work with nature rather than against nature, there is a kind of possibility of having a modern world which is more in tune with itself. And of course, these are themes which are really important to us today as well as we look at the impact of our actions on nature. But it's nothing new. Those discussions were there at the beginning of the 20th century.